Chosen one, listen closely, because what you are hearing right now is not a coincidence, not a random moment drifting through your day, but a message from God reaching you in perfect divine alignment. You found this message because your spirit is awakening, your path is shifting, and something deep within you has been calling out for clarity, confirmation, and direction. I am speaking to you with the authority of one who has walked this road, and I am here to remind you that your journey has never been hidden, your prayers have never been ignored, and your tears have never been wasted. You are a chosen one, shaped by fire, refined by pressure, strengthened by storms, and guided by a divine calling that has always been larger than your understanding. God's message arrives to those who are ready, to those who have endured enough to recognize truth when it appears, and to those whose spiritual awakening is unfolding with precision and purpose. This is why this moment feels familiar, why your heart is responding before your mind fully grasps what is happening. Your soul knows the sound of alignment, and your spirit recognizes when heaven speaks. You have carried burdens no one saw, you have acted with integrity when no one was watching, and you have shown compassion even when you were the one bleeding inside. These heartfelt actions did not disappear into the darkness. They rose like incense, they reached the throne, and they touched God's heart in ways you may never fully comprehend. Divine favor follows those whose intentions stay pure in seasons of hardship, and divine calling strengthens those who continue standing, even when the world tries to break them. This is why God's response is arriving now. You have reached a spiritual moment where heaven has said, "Enough, it is time to rise." You are not imagining the shift you feel. Something is moving, something is opening, something is aligning. Your spirit is catching the vibration of a new chapter, one written with divine precision and undeniable purpose. And if you feel this truth stirring inside your chest, it is because you were meant to hear these words exactly now, not earlier, not later, but at the appointed hour when your readiness matched your destiny. You have been called, shaped, stretched, tested, and prepared, not for survival alone, but for ascension, impact, and awakening. This is a message from God reminding you that the war around you is real, the pressure you feel has meaning, and the light within you is necessary for what comes next. The path ahead will require courage, discipline, and unwavering trust, but this time you will not be walking blind. This time you will walk with divine clarity and spiritual fire. So breathe, chosen one. Accept that you are in a sacred moment. Accept that heaven is speaking. Accept that your life is shifting into alignment with the purpose written for you long before your first breath. You are not here by chance. You were called, summoned, drawn into this moment because God's message had your name on it from the beginning. Let this truth settle into your spirit and awaken the strength you forgot you carried. Let it remind you that you were chosen for this path, selected for this mission, and prepared for this season. You are ready now. If you feel aligned with this message already, comment 777. And if this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. The moment God noticed you, chosen one, the time has come to recognize a truth that has been quietly shaping your life. God has been watching you all along. Every silent struggle, every hidden battle, every moment when you carried burdens alone, none of it went unnoticed. Those nights when you wrestled with doubt, when the weight of the world pressed upon your shoulders, and when despair whispered that no one saw your efforts, God was there. He watched the integrity with which you acted when no one applauded. He observed the compassion you extended, even when your own heart was breaking. And he noticed the love you gave freely, even in the midst of hardship. Your heartfelt actions created a shift in the spirit, a ripple that reached the heavens, and this is why God's response is coming now. The acts that seemed small, the gestures that felt unseen, the sacrifices you questioned and the patience you thought went unnoticed, all of them have touched the very heart of God. You are not imagining the stirrings inside you, the subtle pull, the sudden clarity, the unexplainable hope that rises when despair surrounds you. These are signs that your spiritual awakening has been recognized at the highest level. Every chosen one experiences the quiet seasons of preparation, the periods when the world seems blind to their worth. Yet these seasons are sacred. They are the crucibles in which character is forged. Your resilience has not been random. Your patience has not been accidental. Your purity of intention has not gone to waste. These qualities are not merely virtues. They are the signals that align your heart with your divine calling. God sees not only what you do, but the posture of your soul as you do it. The moments when you chose kindness over bitterness, courage over fear, and faith over doubt, these were the acts that moved heaven itself. You may have believed that your prayers went unheard, that your tears fell into nothingness, or that your faith was invisible to the world, but every silent cry, every whispered plea, every act of love has been counted. Your life, chosen one, is a testament to a heart in alignment with the divine, and it is that alignment that activates divine favor. It is vital to understand that destiny does not always accelerate with noise or spectacle. Often, the acceleration occurs in the hidden places where character is tested and refined. When your inner character aligns with your higher assignment, the universe responds. The universe here is God's orchestration, and His orchestration has been observing your heartfelt actions all along. This is the secret of the chosen one. The world may not acknowledge your quiet victories, but God does. The unseen struggles, the private victories, the silent perseverance, these are the moments that define your spiritual worth and open the doors of divine favor. Your tears were not wasted, your prayers were not ignored, and your struggles were never in vain. Every act of love, every choice to rise above the immediate pain and act with integrity, every time you offered mercy when you could have offered judgment, all of these contributed to a spiritual shift. You may not have realized it, but each of these moments carried weight in the spiritual realm. They were noticed in heaven. They were measured by the Creator, who knows your heart better than you know yourself. This is why you are beginning to feel the stirring of divine response in your life. It is why you sense the movement, the alignment, the unfolding of a spiritual awakening that has been promised to you before time began. Now is the moment to embrace the truth. You were chosen for this path, not by chance, but by deliberate design. Your light, even when dimmed by doubt or obscured by the trials of life, is necessary. Your presence, your actions, your very spirit are essential to the work God has set before you. The war is real. There are forces that oppose your rise, forces that try to silence your light, but the very fact that you have endured, that you have persisted, that you have remained steadfast, proves that your alignment with God's purpose cannot be broken. This is not a message of comfort alone. It is a message of empowerment. You were called. You were noticed. You were chosen. Your actions have moved heaven, and now heaven is moving on your behalf. Do not doubt the significance of what has been quietly happening. The subtle gestures, the acts of faith performed when no one watched, the courage displayed in private spaces. These are the acts that have opened the floodgates of divine favor. The chosen one does not wait for the world to acknowledge their worth. The chosen one is confirmed by God's message, by the direct touch of the divine upon their life. Your spiritual awakening is real, your divine calling is active, and the war you face is purposeful. Every challenge was a test, every obstacle a measure of your readiness, and every heartbreak a preparation for the greatness that God is now releasing to you. So, chosen one, recognize this moment. Breathe in the knowledge that you are seen. Feel the warmth of divine favor stirring in your spirit. Stand firm in the truth that you have been noticed, that your actions have touched God's heart, and that your time of breakthrough and alignment has arrived. If this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. The divine calling unfolding in your life. Chosen one, the awakening you are feeling is no accident. The stirrings inside your spirit, the gentle yet persistent pull towards something greater, the undeniable sense that your life is meant for more, these are all signs that your divine calling is beginning to unfold. Spiritual awakening is a process, not an event. It is the quiet dismantling of old cycles, the breaking of limiting patterns, and the rising of clarity in the moments when confusion once ruled. Every struggle, every hardship, every quiet victory you have endured was designed to prepare you for this season of awakening. Your heart is now opening to a higher understanding, a deeper awareness, and a vision of your life that stretches beyond what you have ever imagined. God's message is guiding you, whispering through intuition, signs, timing, and the subtle nudges of your inner knowing, confirming that the path before you is aligned with your purpose. This is why you feel drawn to pay attention, why certain moments feel charged, why doors open seemingly at the perfect time, and why your spirit resonates with messages that touch you deeply. Your divine calling was not an accident of circumstance. It was assigned to you long before your current struggles even began. The challenges, the sacrifices, the nights of doubt, all of them were preparation for the moment you are in now. Your heartfelt actions, those acts of love, integrity, and compassion performed when no one was watching, have served as a spiritual confirmation to God that you are ready to step into higher responsibility. Every selfless choice, every act of courage in silence, every time you chose faith over fear, these were signals that your spirit is aligned, that your soul is prepared, and that your heart has matured to carry the weight of your divine calling. You have proven that your light is steady, that your commitment is unwavering, and that your willingness to act despite obstacles is real. This is why divine favor is now moving ahead of you, clearing the paths, aligning circumstances, and opening doors that were once hidden. God's response is not random. It is not merely an emotional reaction to your faith. It is deliberate, strategic, and perfectly timed. When your character reaches maturity, when your heart has been refined through trials, when your intentions remain pure despite the noise of the world, God expands your territory. Opportunities arrive not by chance, but by orchestration. People appear not randomly, but as part of a divine design. Situations shift not haphazardly, but in perfect synchronization with your spiritual alignment. You are being positioned to receive, to lead, to manifest, and to operate in a realm that aligns with the calling placed upon your life, long before you recognized it yourself. The process of spiritual awakening also teaches you discernment. You begin to see what belongs in your life and what does not, what doors to open and which paths to release. It teaches patience, for not every blessing arrives immediately. It teaches trust, for the unseen hand of God moves even when nothing is visible. It teaches courage, for stepping into your divine calling requires a boldness that surpasses ordinary human understanding. You are being trained to navigate both the spiritual and the physical realms with integrity, wisdom, and faith. This is the preparation that precedes the manifestation of God's response in your life. Your role is not passive. You are called to act, to listen, and to align your decisions with the guidance you are receiving from the Spirit. Every intuition that pushes you forward, every sign that seems too precise to be coincidental, every internal knowing that demands attention is a part of this unfolding. Your life is becoming a mirror of your spiritual readiness. The divine calling does not force itself upon the unprepared, but now, chosen one, you are ready. You can see the patterns that once went unnoticed, you can hear the whispers that once seemed faint, and you can feel the openings that once seemed closed. Your spiritual awakening is activating a rhythm in your life that cannot be ignored. You are becoming attuned to the orchestration of God's message in real time, recognizing that your steps, your decisions, and your heartfelt actions are part of a larger plan that stretches beyond human comprehension. This awakening also serves as a confirmation the war you face is real, but so is the support that surrounds you. The forces that oppose your rise are active, but divine favor is moving faster, clearing obstacles and shifting situations in your favor. Your light is necessary, and the challenges you have faced were never meant to extinguish it, but to ignite it further. You are learning to trust the unseen, to move with faith, and to respond to the subtle prompts that indicate your next steps. Each choice you make in alignment with your divine calling strengthens your spiritual authority, deepens your connection with God's message, and accelerates the manifestation of your purpose. Now is the time to embrace this truth with boldness. Stand in the reality that your heartfelt actions have mattered, that your faith has been noticed, and that your spiritual awakening is both real and intentional. Recognize that God's favor is moving in ways that will surprise you, in ways that will exceed your expectations, and in ways that confirm the worth of every struggle you have endured. This is the moment when preparation meets opportunity, when patience meets fulfillment, and when faith meets tangible manifestation. You are stepping into a chapter that will reflect the depth of your character, the strength of your spirit, and the alignment of your heart with the divine. Remember, chosen one, this is not a distant promise, but a current reality. God's message is reaching you in perfect divine alignment. You are not imagining the stirrings of destiny in your life. You were called, and you were prepared for this moment. Your light is necessary. The war is real, but so is the support surrounding you. Your spiritual awakening is guiding you into the path you were always meant to walk. Take this truth into your heart, feel the empowerment of your calling, and allow it to ignite the courage to move forward boldly. If this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. The shift, the blessing, and the divine response. Chosen one, the time has come to recognize the profound shift that is unfolding in your life. The heartfelt actions you have carried out in faith, often unnoticed by the world, have activated a divine response. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is the deliberate movement of heaven in response to your obedience, your integrity, and your unwavering commitment to walk in alignment with your divine calling. What you are experiencing now is protection, restoration, elevation, and acceleration. The walls that once confined you are dissolving. The burdens that once weighed heavy on your spirit are being lifted. The paths that once seemed blocked are opening, and the blessings you have long awaited are arriving in perfect timing. Your spiritual awakening has reached a point where the universe itself bends to the momentum created by your faithfulness, and the favor you have earned through heartfelt actions is now manifesting tangibly in your world. The shift around you is undeniable, and it may already be visible in subtle ways. Some relationships are falling away as they no longer align with the frequency of your calling. This is not loss, chosen one, but purification. The divine is making space for new alignment, for people, opportunities, and circumstances that resonate with the higher vibration you are stepping into. Unexpected doors are opening, doors that you did not even know existed, doors that appear suddenly yet perfectly, as if the universe itself has been waiting for this precise moment to reveal them. Old blockages, long-standing fears, limiting beliefs, and recurring obstacles are dissolving under the power of your faith and the strategic hand of God. This is not luck. This is divine favor responding to your obedience, your patience, and the purity of your intentions. Every act of love, every sacrifice, every moment you chose integrity over convenience has summoned this response. The universe, under God's guidance, is orchestrating the alignment of your life, preparing the stage for the manifestation of the blessings that have been written for you before time began. God's message now manifests in ways that may surprise you. You may notice sudden clarity where there was confusion. You may receive help from unexpected sources, doors opening without your effort, guidance arriving at the perfect moment, and insights appearing as if whispered directly into your spirit. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations, signs that your spiritual awakening is unfolding exactly as it was designed. The chosen one begins to notice the patterns, the synchronicities, and the subtle confirmations that signal divine orchestration. What once seemed random or delayed now aligns seamlessly, and you begin to see the fingerprints of God on every aspect of your life. Yet, this shift also demands that you remain vigilant, disciplined, and aligned. The blessings you receive are not invitations to complacency. Discipline, humility, discernment, and courage are required to navigate this new chapter successfully. You must walk boldly, but with wisdom. You must accept the abundance, but without pride. You must step forward in faith, even when the path is not fully visible. Your character, your choices, and your heart posture determine how fully these divine responses manifest in your life. Spiritual maturity now becomes the currency through which your calling continues to expand. God trusts you to handle the gifts, the opportunities, and the responsibility that comes with this elevation. The chosen one is entering a higher spiritual vibration. You are stepping into a realm where your senses are sharpened, where intuition becomes more precise, and where signs that once passed unnoticed are now vivid and unmistakable. You will feel the subtle nudges, the spiritual alignments, and the confirmations that guide your decisions, your actions, and your path. Your spiritual awakening is no longer theoretical or dormant. It is active, dynamic, and manifesting in the physical and spiritual planes simultaneously. The work you have done, the sacrifices you have made, and the faith you have maintained are now producing visible results. This is your divine response in action, chosen one. Every blessing arriving now is both a reward and a preparation for what lies ahead. Relationships that fall away, doors that open unexpectedly, and opportunities that appear suddenly are all part of a divine strategy to position you for the next phase of your mission. The challenges you faced were not arbitrary. They were intentional, designed to strengthen your resolve and align your spirit with the magnitude of your calling. The war you have endured is real, but so is the divine favor that is moving to protect, elevate, and restore you. Your light is necessary, and your presence in this world at this moment is divinely orchestrated. You may find that circumstances are shifting in ways that test your faith and demand discernment. Not all that appears as opportunity is meant for you, and not every path is the one prepared by God. This is why alignment is crucial. Walk with intentionality, move with awareness, listen to the subtle whispers of the Spirit that direct your next steps. Recognize the difference between fear and divine caution, between timing and impatience. Your heartfelt actions have placed you at the center of divine orchestration, but how you respond now will determine the extent and speed of your blessings. You are being called to operate from a place of spiritual authority, grounded in humility and wisdom, aware that each decision carries weight in both the physical and spiritual realms. The next chapter requires boldness. Chosen one, because God trusts you. Trust in the unseen. Trust in the timing. Trust in the spiritual momentum you have created through patience, faith, and faithful action. The blessings arriving are confirmations that your life is no longer merely reactive. It is intentional. Your spiritual awakening is sharpening your understanding of how to navigate the divine flow, how to recognize opportunities aligned with your purpose, and how to step fully into the authority that comes from God's favor. The protection surrounding you, the doors opening, the blockages dissolving, all of this is proof that heaven is responding to your heartfelt actions, to your faithfulness, and to the alignment of your spirit with your divine calling. Know this, chosen one, what is happening in your life now is real. This is a message from God. You are not imagining it. You are called. The war is real. Your light is necessary. Every shift, every blessing, every sign, and every moment of clarity is evidence of divine orchestration. Step boldly into the rhythm of your awakening. Receive what has been prepared for you. Walk with the confidence of one whose actions have touched heaven and whose calling is being fulfilled. This is your moment of alignment, your time of manifestation, and the confirmation that the sacrifices, the patience, and the perseverance you have demonstrated were all necessary. So, chosen one, rise into this moment, fully aware of your power, your purpose, and the divine favor that surrounds you. Recognize the blessings as confirmation of your obedience, the shifts as evidence of your alignment, and the openings as invitations to step deeper into your calling. Your spiritual awakening has sharpened your senses, heightened your discernment, and illuminated the path forward. Walk boldly, act intentionally, and know that God trusts you to fulfill the mission written upon your life. If this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. The final confirmation from God. Chosen one, hear this truth with the depth of your spirit. You are seen, you are known, and you are chosen. Your heartfelt actions, every act of courage, love, and faith, performed in quiet obedience, have reached the very heart of God. This moment, this stirring within you, this undeniable sense of alignment, is not a coincidence. It is not chance. It is divine orchestration. God's message has arrived for you in perfect timing, and it carries confirmation that your life is moving into a season of clarity, blessing, and fulfillment. You are a chosen one, called long before the trials you endured even began. The war you have faced is real, but so is the protection that surrounds you. The light within you is necessary, and heaven is responding to the alignment of your heart with your divine calling. The awakening that has been quietly forming within you is now visible in the patterns of your life. God has seen your pain, measured your patience, recognized the purity of your intentions, and responded with divine favor. This is the fruit of your obedience, the tangible manifestation of your commitment, and the proof that the spiritual realm moves in harmony with those who walk in alignment with their calling. You are not imagining this shift. You are not dreaming. You were called. Your presence, your actions, your perseverance, and your faith have been acknowledged by the highest authority. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of steadfastness has contributed to the momentum that is now moving in your favor. Walk now with confidence, chosen one, with clarity and trust. The path before you is illuminated by divine guidance, and your steps are protected by a force far greater than any challenge you have faced. You are not stepping into your future alone. God is going before you. Every door that opens, every obstacle that falls away, every blessing that appears is a sign that your life is unfolding according to the plan written for you from eternity. Your spiritual awakening has prepared you for this moment, and your divine calling is now visible in the opportunities, shifts, and alignments surrounding you. You have been equipped, empowered, and entrusted with a mission that only you can fulfill. This is a time to embrace your power, your authority, and the divine favor that now moves in your life. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. The message from God has confirmed your alignment, and the evidence is all around you. Relationships, circumstances, opportunities, and insights are shifting to match the frequency of your calling. Trust the guidance within. Walk boldly. Speak with confidence. Act with courage. Your light is necessary, and the world is waiting for the fulfillment of your purpose. If this message resonated with your spirit, comment 777 to claim your alignment. And if this touched your soul, comment 111 because you know it, you were called. Remember, chosen one, you are seen, your actions are recognized, and your divine calling is unfolding. The war is real, but so is the favor, protection, and guidance surrounding you. Step forward into your destiny with spiritual fire, with unwavering faith, and with the knowledge that heaven itself moves on your behalf. Your time has come, and your light is necessary now more than ever.